Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. In this video, we're going to create a negative, what I call a negative space, because if we fill this in with black and go to Object, Order, Backup Page, you can see a black line. That's because the black's shining through, because if we make this yellow, then yellow shows through. There's no line there. There's no object there. It's a line, but it's not really there because we take it away. So what we're going to do first, we're going to take a rectangle and hold down the control button and make it perfect. Then we're going to grab the shape tool or the control button and bring this in. That's going to get us that shape. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take, I normally use a 3-point line, but this time I'm going to just use the 2-point line. And I'm going to go from there to there. I'm going to grab it back. I'm going to select it. I'm going to add a node right there and maybe another node right there. And I'm going to select it all. And I'm going to turn it into a curve. And then I can move these. You know, I might not want 2 nodes, but just kind of get it even. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. That looks pretty good. But now what we want to do is take that line. And you can see we have that line selected, and we're gonna make it quite a bit thick. Well, maybe not that thick. We're gonna make it that thick, but then we're gonna go to Object and convert the outline to an object. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show you the difference. Let's make a duplicate of that and move it over. So this is a line. We're gonna grab that line. And we're going to go up to Object and convert the outline to an object. So now this one's converted, this one's not. So that's a line and this is an object. We're going to get the Smart Fill tool and we're going to fill that in and fill that in. Now, but we're going to fill this in and you see one, it leaks. It shouldn't really leak. Let me make that line a little longer so it won't leak. But you can see when we do it, the line's not really there. If we nudge this down or over, the line is still there, but there's really no line. Well, there is a line, but you can't, there's no negative space. For instance, if we put, it's just a line. So let's take the line away by right clicking your mouse. There's an invisible line, but you can't. It doesn't let any color come through. Let's make it blue this time. Go up to Object, Order, Backup Page. So you can't really see it. Where this, when we take this line away, whoop, whenever you can't click on something, nudge it out of the way, nudge that out of the way. See my negative space? So I'm going to get rid of this, the original rectangle. So I've got a negative space. I've got 2 objects. I'm going to play around with them in the interactive fill tool. So we want to select one of them and go get the interactive fill tool and we'll go black to this corner. And then we'll do just the opposite on this one. Kind of give it a look. I don't know why that didn't work. There we go. Now we're going to put black here. So we've got, let's make it not quite so much on both of them. You know what? I did the wrong thing. So let's spin this. So I had the other one selected. This one, we actually want to swap our colors. We want the dark down on this end. Kind of give it a look like that. Now, the only disadvantage what I'm doing right now, I have no node to rotate from because there's nothing there. So we could have, let's back up here. That would be very smart. Let's back up here till we had that line, our box. Okay. Now let's nudge the colors out of the way and let's get rid of this line, but let's keep our box for right now. That way, when we do this, we'll have a node to use for rotation. So let's go ahead and group this together, Control G. Well, no, you take it back. We didn't do the Smart Fill yet. So let's grab that color, get the Interactive Fill tool and go downwardly, put a little black. I hope you understand what I was saying about, so I missed it. And then let's grab this one and go up. And you don't have to use a darker color, but I like doing it. So now we have something to rotate from. So Control G to group, Control D to duplicate, and then double click on the rotation to that node. Now we can rotate it 90 degrees. Control D, Control D. And we can take away our line now. Well, since there's no other line, we can select it all and we can right click no outline. So there you have negative space. Anyway, hope that helps somebody someday just a little bit. Thank you for watching.